what do we have here? It's a Low Tide bag. This is from back in the day before we changed our name. So we're doing What's in My Bag, kind of Amoeba style.
Here are a bunch of albums I pulled from off the shelf in my old house. So we're starting with Les Paul, a compilation of mainly a bunch of standards, multi-tracking. So maybe he kind of multi-tracked them all himself. So this is Paul Butterfield Blues Band. This is post Mike Bloomfield. It might be a little more rhythm and blues. I don't remember. The Hair soundtrack. I'm sure we've heard most of these one point or another. I don't know it all that well, but
it's probably really sappy, but fun to check out. That's my guess.
Now we have Leon Russell. This must be his self-titled. Looks like it's all original, but some of the titles are from like he did I Put a Spell on You and Give Peace a Chance, but it's credited to him, so I wonder what he's doing there.
Interesting. And also interesting that he's wearing this hat. I don't know if you can see it, but I think he inspired Jamiroquai to wear the Jamiroquai hat.
Okay, next up, we're moving on to the 80s, and we have the Cars Heartbeat City 1984, the one with You Might Think, the video where he turns into a fly. I've listened to it a while ago, it'll be fun to hear again. And finally, from the 80s, the one everybody talks about these days, of course, Kate Bush, Hounds of Love, with Running Up That Hill, and some other great songs, so looking forward to that.
I picked a few records myself from this stash to bring back. This caught my interest, Drums for God. I don't know really much about it, but it's recorded live in many different African countries, Cameroon, the Congo, Ethiopia, Liberia, etc. And it's from the early 60s, which I hear is rare to find recordings in many African countries from that period, that early. So that should be cool. Then it's sort of a different version of the Hard Day's Night album. It's the soundtrack, so it has orchestral or instrumental interludes in it, but it's missing the last song. What is it again?
It's missing I'll Be Back and a couple other songs. Just
okay.
Why they put out a version with the instrumentals.
And then, of course, you know, this is a classic, Blonde on Blonde. I don't know it very well, but I just know that it's, like, I'm a Bob Dylan fan and obviously have to hear this album. I especially like this artistic touch here that somebody added. And then we've got this art in Aaron Neville, which is not the Neville brothers, and it's not the Meters. It's the best of Art and Aaron. It's like not a very well-indexed recording, and it's pretty cool. We did take a listen to this already, and we both liked the art a little bit better, but I'm not surprised because I'm a huge Meters fan. João Gilberto is a favorite. Just absolutely adore this man's voice and the way that he interprets song with his guitar. And he usually does a lot of Jobim. This, I think, is all Jobim. Yeah. And then, last but not least, we have some Ravi Shankar and also this tabla player, Chatur Lal. I'm not sure if that's who he normally plays with. We've seen him play with this incredible tabla player. I think it was somebody else. Recently in a video. The guy was blowing my mind. But this should be a really cool recording. Don't really know much about it, but hey, it's Ravi Shankar. So, all right, and that concludes What's in My Bag.